You remember being in school and you had a deadline for an assignment coming up and it was coming down to the wire, and I mean, you get the feeling, let me just copy a friend's homework. That's what I feel like the US and the UK did in their new tech prosperity deal. So check this out. It's a new $42 billion deal that was ushered through because Trump was about to visit Britain and they had to talk about this awesome deal that went through. And it's a recommitment from the United States to invest in the UK, specifically the big tech firms, including Microsoft, Nvidia, Google, Salesforce, Oracle, Amazon Web Services, and of course BlackRock. So they're investing $42 billion. But in what? Well, a lot of the funds are earmarked to construct new data centers and AI infrastructure, of course, because AI is more important than anything that is currently going on in Britain. So this includes, as you can get from this Reuters article, Britain's largest AI supercomputer, which is powered by Nvidia, and Microsoft is earmarking some of their $22 billion investment. This thing is going to live in northeast London. Google also has their own data center in Waltham Cross, north of London. And then CoreWeave, a smaller company but still big enough to invest, is going to fund energy efficient data centers. Energy efficient, don't worry about it. The power grid's not going to go down with all these new data centers. Oh wait, it actually might, because these things suck up so much energy. So with that aside, Palantir, of course, is of focus in this specific tech prosperity deal with CEO Alex Karp making headlines everywhere. But this new partnership with the UK will see Palantir invest $2 billion into the UK economy. Thank you, Palantir. But wait, a lot of that money is just to hire locals for Palantir that work within the UK. It's also bringing its products like Gotham to the UK military in a new $750 million deal with the UK government, which is going to enhance the intelligence available to military commanders. It's also going to help modernize the maintenance of the British Navy, because parts are breaking down all the time, and this is going to consolidate it into one system. Now, we must remember that Palantir was birthed from the CIA and the Total Information Awareness Project, as the astute Whitney Webb reports. Check out this clip.
Peter Thiel teams up with NQTel, the CIA's venture capital firm. Alex Karp has said on record that the intended clients of Palantir from the beginning was the CIA. And, the CIA was their first client for their first 6 years as a company. Their top developers went to Langley, Virginia, which is CIA headquarters, every 2 weeks to show the CIA their product and have them tweak it to their liking. And during that period of time, one of the top people at the CIA that would have been involved in that is this guy named Alan Wade, who was also intimately involved with Total Information Awareness. And if you look at how Total Information Awareness was described, its privacy protections, it's exactly the same as the way Palantir sold their stuff later on.
And there's a picture of Alex Karp, and people are really upset about this, but what people aren't talking about is this larger tech prosperity deal, which seems to be a merger between the US and UK science and technology states, but also the surveillance state. Reading the entire text of this Memorandum of Understanding between the two countries, we see that the US and the UK have decided to collaborate in the realms of AI, nuclear power, fusion, and quantum technologies. Those technologies sound very similar. That's actually language that resembles almost exactly what China is focusing on in their own AI Plus plan, which I have already reported on the TBOT show. So the US and the UK will work together to build out AI infrastructure and develop shared data sets. So they're going to work on many different things. So in their scientific research field, they'll look at biotechnology, precision medicine, fusion energy. I mean, who else is going to power all these big ass data centers? We're going to need more nuclear plants or nuclear energy. Space exploration, I can't wait to see how that goes. Civil nuclear energy, I did wonder if civil means for the data center or for the people. I hope it means for the people. So this is advanced nuclear reactors and fuels, a nuclear fuel supply chain independent from Russia, and fusion power plants. Of course, quantum is also in here, where they're going to try and develop new quantum computers to develop drugs or to optimize logistics. And of course, 6G. Robotics was not a huge huge area of focus. I don't even think it was mentioned in this tech prosperity deal, so that is interesting. But 6G is definitely on mind, and AI enabled by 6G. So there you have it. This is just a spitting image of China's AI Plus plan. I know that these countries have to follow trends, but are they really just copying each other, or are they all getting the same directive?